It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, for all of the star power Blake Griffin had when he was in Los Angeles, it was tough for him to be the leader of the Clippers. There were bigger voices in the locker room, such as CP3 and Doc Rivers. But Pistons coach Dwayne Casey said, in Detroit, he's definitely the leader. When he speaks, everybody listens. This is his team. Kevin?
Yeah, and he has their confidence. David, thank you. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Drummond.
And the past 10 games have been all about his work on the boards. He's been a different guy when it comes to rebounding. He's battling like he hadn't been earlier in the year, and it's great to see that kind of hustle.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. Sabonis and Turner up front, and it's Lamb in at the small forward position. And for the Pistons, on the front line, the talented duo of Griffin and Drummond. Rose and Jackson of the backcourt, and it's Kennard in at the small forward. When you're a championship contender, Chris, what are the aspects, the characteristics of an offense that is needed to get to that level?
You have to be balanced. You just can't be an inside team that can't shoot threes. You can't be a team that just shoot threes. You have to have guys that can dribble, that can get their own shot. You need guys that can catch and be standstill shooters as well, so that when you have the guys that dribble and get that space, their hands are ready and they're already ready. They're already prepared to shoot. And then it'd be really nice to have a post player, a dominant inside finisher, a guy that once he gets it in the painted area, everyone's going to have to watch out because he's going to dunk on him and make a poster.
And he's able to get it back. Here's Lamb. A three ball. And the rebound goes to Griffin. Outside Rose. And he converts the layup.
Amazing awareness. He's committed to keeping his eyes up and teammates involved. That's the type of player Griffin is.
And so it's Indiana with it. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Passes it to Oladipo. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his first foul.
A foul right off the bat. You hate to pick up your first one so quick.
Outside Turner. Back to Oladipo. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range.
Kevin, it's encouraging to see Griffin work hard on defense, wanting to make a difference and throw his man off.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Indiana called for the foul.
And, boy, what a year it was for Derrick Rose. And the sea of fans hoping that he would get back to what he once was, as he was electric.
And the first one at the line is good. And for Rose, so many had written him off, but he was a huge factor for the Timberwolves.
Rose still has a tremendous passion for the game, and it really shows on the court. His renaissance last season was one of the better stories in our league.
Rose hits them both.
Oh, he's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And it's good, 2 points.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Griffin. Playing Milwaukee, he was nearly unstoppable. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
There isn't a defender in the league who wants to take on Griffin inside. I mean, he's going to take you to school down there.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Oladipo, the pass to Sabonis. Back to Oladipo. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Now here's Rose. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Milwaukee.
And his scoring's going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
Yes, that goes in.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Rose with the ball. He's guarded by Brogdon. On the wing, Jackson. Outside, Griffin. 4 on the clock. The 3. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Griffin.
Even when the defense is on him, Jackson buries these jumpers. He's used to having a hand in his face.
Now, here's Brogdon. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Oklahoma City.
And there really was a physical aspect of his performance that was off the charts. He was taking it right at him, and he just kept getting those calls and getting to the line.
Here's Rose after Malcolm Brogdon's bucket. Rose passes to Drummond. Jackson against Oladipo. 6 to shoot. Left side, Griffin. Over Sabonis. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. They trail by 1. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They were flat out sniping from deep. They look very comfortable pulling the trigger on the road.
Now here's Drummond. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Milwaukee.
And not only that, I mean, if you think about it, he dominated the boards. His energy was incredible. He never stopped working.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roam that freely on the glass?
Here's Oladipo after the basket by Detroit. Brogdon outside. Pass to Turner. All alone. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And the slam by Blake Griffin.
An alley-oop maestro. Griffin is consistent at finishing off any lob thrown his way.
Pacers trail by 3. Brogdon with it. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance. And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. Pacers wanted to add him over the summer. Got a hefty deal from Indiana to leave the Bucks. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need.
The Pistons making a change here. Morris is checked in.
One shot.
That free throw good from Brogdon.
Well, last season was a successful one for the Pistons. I mean, they made the playoffs as an 8 seed. They were counted out at times, but had a strong second half to make it back to the postseason.
Here's Kennard, another key contributor in that nice win against Milwaukee. Here's Rose. Griffin trying to get open. Rose can't hit.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
No good from Lamb. And Chris with the Pistons, an incredible run during February made the difference last season for them.
Yeah, well, the offense had been their weak spot, but it was clicking during that stretch. I mean, this team needs to find a way to play like that all season long. They've showed some flashes of greatness. Now it's just about continuing to improve.
Here's Rose. After the made shot from Victor Oladipo, Morris trying to free himself up. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Jeremy Lamb. And so it's Indiana with it. Oladipo outside. Pass to Brogdon. Wants to get it to Turner and does.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. And here's Rose. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Shot clock at 5. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
The league has cracked down C-Webb on flagrants. Who's leaving the bench? Do you think we need to be as strict about it as we've been?
Oh, I love the attention to detail the league has given on flagrants. So you don't want the flagrants of the past. My friend Kevin McHale, he says Rambis just ran into his elbow. That wasn't even a flagrant foul on that play, if anybody remembers that old play that I'm talking about back in the Celtics-Laker days. But how about today? My thing, Kevin, is just don't call a ticky-tack a flagrant. I think we all know what a flagrant is. Let's keep the new flagrants as flagrants and no flopping. If you flop, no flagrants. Games are too important. You don't want that flagrant 1, flagrant 2, a shot and the ball that can change the momentum of the game. I think the league and the refs are doing a great job. Let's just not let those ones that aren't flagrant sneak in there because of flopping.
And Chris, what about players leaving the bench when there's something going on?
Well, tell you what, the league has always been great about that. And now what's funny is if you watch the games, there's an assistant coach that is designated just when he sees a scuffle on the floor. His only job is to run to the end of the bench and stand at the line with his arms out so no player can cross him. So not only is the league taking steps, not only are players mindful of it, but now you have an assistant coach that's only job is to stand up there and to be an obstacle so that no players can step that foot across the line. It changes series. It causes big fights. It puts fans in harm's way. We just don't need it.
And historically, you almost never saw a great shot blocker who could also knock down triples at a high clip. But count Miles Turner among the unicorns who provide that rare combination.
Now, here's Warren. His last outing, he had 8 points.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Good work defensively by Morris. They need this one. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. And the stretch center in demand for Miles Turner. Greg, how does he take that next step as a player?
Getting stronger, and continuing to improve his recognition and communication at both ends of the floor.
That's good from Snell. Pacers leading by 3. McConnell passes to Warren. It's blocked. Here's Galloway. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
I love seeing this from Galloway. When he forces the issue, it puts the defense in a tough spot.
And Chris, one thing you have to like about Galloway is that he's always prepared to play.
Yeah, Galloway is the type of player that can see 5 minutes on the floor in one game and then start and play 25 minutes the next one. I mean, just think about that focus for consistency. The production can be hit or miss, but he's a great plug-and-play option for a coach in need of filling minutes.
He's off on the first.
And what I like about Galloway is that he knows his role. He doesn't play outside of himself. He's a dependable player.
Leaf checked in for Indiana. And he sinks the second. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Last time they met was in Indiana.
Yeah, and last time out, they sort of shot themselves in the foot with the foul trouble. That was what led to them having such an ugly scoreline.
Oh, yeah, the guys, they need to lead the way. They spent far too much time on the bench. I mean, they'll be more careful tonight.
Pistons trail by 4. Here's Galloway. It's deflected. Here's Wood. Kicks it to Doumbouya. Shoots over Warren. Doumbouya, good.
I mean, like the kick out there, recognizing there's more room outside than inside.
Now, here's McConnell. Tight defense on him. Leaf passes to Warren. It's Oladipo on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. It's hauled in by Wood. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Morris. It's good. This game is all even.
Oh, I love the strength of Morris. Even with suffocating defense, he wheels these shots in.
Indiana's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Now, here's McConnell. Defense is right there. McDermott for 3. Doumbouya pulls it in. The Pistons shooting at around 42% since the opening tip. Galloway. Oladipo with the block. Here's Warren. The quick look, no good that time.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
Here's Snell. His last outing, he had 8 points. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Guys sometimes don't make it big when they first get on the scene. Late bloomers that have caught your eye right now in the league. Guys that have really picked up their game.
Well, how about D'Angelo Russell?
Good one,
Let's
yeah.
talk about getting traded, having to move at a young age. That really could be devastating for some players. So for him to have the skill set and the mental frame of mind to fight over that, I love it. And how about Julius Randle?
Yes.
I mean, I didn't see it coming. I knew he was a beast, but he's a beast.
You mean he's a beast?
Yeah, something like that.
The Pacers making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. He's off on the second.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
McConnell passes to Holiday. Floats one. Rebound by the Pistons. There's 1:54 left here in the opening quarter. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And here are the numbers for T.J. Warren. How his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 6 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And clearly he's having a tough stretch here. But it's all about how you respond to the adversity. That'll be key.
Yeah, but we'll see if he has the mental toughness to turn it around. If not, they've got a few other guys ready to step up and start stealing some of those minutes.
The Pistons leading. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Here's Snell. He's covered by Warren. Here's Callaway. A three-pointer, no good. Pacers shooting 45% from the field early. To end the drought. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. That one, no good. Holiday with the defensive effort. There's the steal. Galloway kicks to Doumbouya. The pass to Wood. Over McConnell. Detroit, no good that time either. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Dumboya. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And you know what? The work he's put in at the line starting to pay off. How about 78% on the season?
That's good from Dumboya.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Count it. Holiday's got it all tied up now for the Pacers.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Wood. Back to Galloway. Pass to Wood. Over McDermott. Wood with the bucket. And the Pistons lead by 2.
Oh, I love it. He's working the ball down low. Always a good plan of attack.
Warren on the wing. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. From deep three-point range, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Pistons on top as they end the first quarter on a 12-4 run. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. Andre Drummond says he's learned how to be a leader on this team.
Watching previous guys who've led this team and did the things that they did, I write that kind of stuff in the back of my head and just say, this is something I need to do this. Or if I see something I didn't like, this is something I probably will stay away from. And I think now that I'm in a role where I could kind of lead this team, I kind of have the blueprint on what I need to do to make this team successful.
And, Greg, with Blake Griffin, he's got somebody to take some of that leadership role alongside him.
And those two will be pivotal in deciding just how good this team can be.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And, guys, looking at what you've seen so far from the Pistons, what do you think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, they're clawing, they're grinding, they're doing anything they could to make the most of their possessions.
On the court for Indiana, McDermott is out there with Warren, and it's T.J. McConnell, and it's Leaf in its center.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Holiday. Pass to Leaf. Outside Holiday. Now the pass to Leaf. Shot clock at 6. He can't get that one. And the Pistons now going the other way. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans. They'll match up against the Pelicans. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was the 2018 Coach of the Year, but as we all know, he was fired after that same season by the Raptors. Case has found a home in Detroit. Casey said, "I have no regrets." Winston Churchill said, "Success consists of going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. And that's what I've done." So, Kevin, Dwayne Casey is still pounding the rock.
He sure is, and I like that Churchill quote as well. Thanks, David.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Pacers trail by 6. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And Warren, here we go. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Here's Galloway. Passes it to Doumbouya. From deep. They get the rebound. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Now, with his free throw shooting, the defense is always better off fouling Drummond when he gets inside.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. No good on the free throw.
Well, yeah, and Andre Drummond is the epitome and maybe the last of the traditional center. And with that said, it hasn't been easy to find a match for him in the post, but Blake Griffin might have changed all that.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Griffin's checked in for Christian Wood. Luke Kennard comes in for Doumbouya. Jackson, he's checked in for Tony Snell. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Langston Galloway. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. And, Chris, as you said, Griffin and Drummond work well together.
Oh, they do, Kevin. The two make up for each other's weaknesses and complement each other's strengths. I mean, Drummond has been playing with confidence, having some of the best games since Blake has come over in the trade. I remember when you get in trouble for shooting the three as a big man. Now teams want their bigs operating outside the three-point line.
Pass to Kennard. Here's Jackson. Good work defensively by Turner. Holiday looking for an opening. Brogdon outside. Turner against Griffin. To the paint. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Oh, and really, Lamb is more than just a shooter. I mean, he's capable of scoring in a multitude of ways.
You feel like Jeremy Lamb has been in the league forever, mostly known for being a piece in the Harden trade when he left OKC, but Lamb is coming to his own the last few years.
One shot.
And Jeremy Lamb, you feel like, Greg, he could be kind of a late bloomer.
The improvement he's shown the last few seasons has been huge. Much more comfortable as a scorer, and the defense has picked up for him as well.
Now here's Rose. Pass to Kennard. The pass to Griffin. Over Sabonis. Griffin can't get it to go in.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. And a miss there on the triple. The Pistons trailing. Outside for Jackson. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Jackson's got 5 points so far.
And Jackson is a genius at finishing on his drives. He just has so many tricks up his sleeve.
And Brogdon has got the ball here for Indiana. Passes it to Turner. And here is Lamb. Turner trying to free himself up. Second shot opportunity. And Sabonis lays it up and in. And the Pacers lead by 2.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Here's Kennard. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Rose, no good. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Holiday, the shot by Brogdon, wide open. Off target from three-point range. The Pistons have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told.
And as long as Reggie Jackson is healthy, he's going to give you some punch as a lead guard. Solid scoring option and a guy who's also unselfish in terms of getting his teammates involved.
And for the last half-decade, Reggie Jackson has been good for about 15 points a game.
And that is about the consistency you can expect from Jackson. He's always been a talent. The key for him is just staying on the floor.
That free throw missing. Players have different ways of leading. Some guys, Chris, are loud and fiery. Others let their play do all the talking. What was your approach?
Well, Kevin, it depended on what situation I was in. When I was in Sacramento, I could be the quiet, fiery guy that led through my actions because Vlade was more of a vocal guy, and we had a really good-spirited team, so I didn't need to do much besides what we did in practice. In my younger days, when you want to win, you want to get out there, and maybe everyone doesn't have the sense of urgency that you do. You're a little bit more vocal, but I've always believed that the best leaders, no matter how well they communicate or anything else, the best leaders lead by example. And if you're telling everyone what to do and you're not doing it, usually it falls on deaf ears. So go out there and do it by example first, and everybody will follow.
Good advice. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Pacers. On Saturday, they're off to New York to face the Knicks. And then on Monday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that game against the Hawks, they'll need to be at their best for this contest. Anything short of excellence, and they'll be in for a rough ride.
The first free throw is good.
And the ceiling Turner has is impressive. Has the potential to be a dominant big man in this league.
All free throws good from Turner.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Rose against Brogdon. Rose passes to Griffin. Pass to Kennard. That's tipped.
Oh, the length of Lamb, that is coming into play. He uses it well to block that shot.
Brogdon outside. Pass to Sabonis. Now Brogdon. Blake Griffin pulls it in. Griffin's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Kennard. A beautiful reverse layup. Kennard's got his first points of the night. Now here's Brogdon. 7 points in the game. There's the pass to Sabonis. The dish to Oladipo. Rebound by the Pistons. Drummond's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Jackson looking it over. At the elbow, Griffin. Over Sabonis. And Griffin with the score. The assist by Jackson. 8 points for Blake Griffin.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Brogdon outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Andre Drummond picks one up. The Pacers have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
Morris is checked in for Drummond. Sabonis with the steal. Jackson against Oladipo. Second chance shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Oladipo's got 12.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Rose with the ball. Passes to Griffin. Nice ball movement by Detroit. There's Jackson with the 3. And no good that time. Nice D from Oladipo.
If he was shooting even a little bit better, the story of this game would be a lot different.
Shots good by Turner.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Rose kicks to Jackson. Here's Kennard. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Rose. It's blocked. Out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession. Doumbouya is checked in for Jackson. Puts it up off the inbound. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 7 rebounds in the game. And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo. And now a 7-point Indiana lead. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Brogdon against Rose. Pass to Kennard. Just 5 on the clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Kennard came into the league viewed mostly as a shooter, but he's been able to provide much more than that.
I mean, better than you think when he puts the ball on the floor. Learning how to lean into defenders and step back to open up the shot is a better playmaker than he gets credit for, and we should see him take on a larger role as he develops.
And he makes the first.
Well, after a promising rookie season, it was tough for second-year guard Luke Kennard. I mean, injuries had him in and out of the lineup as his development was slow.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Leaf comes in for Domantas Sabonis. And Warren subbed in for Lamb. Good on both. And although Kennard righted the ship after the trade deadline, he lacked confidence early.
Yeah, he has a bad habit, Kevin, of not taking the first good look that he gets. And then by doing that, you let the defense adjust to you. Now, when he trusts himself, and as he did more and more last year, he can become a solid contributor to this team.
Now, here's Warren. Shoots from the elbow. Offensive rebound.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Pistons trail by 7. And here's Rose. Outside Griffin. Wants to get it to Rose and does. Can't cash in from close range.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
For the Pistons, Wood, he's checked in for Griffin. Tony Snell comes in for Luke Kennard. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Derrick Rose. The Pacers also with a sub. McConnell's checked in. Now, here's McConnell. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Oladipo taking his time here. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
Here's Galloway out to the wing. And the jam by Doumbouya.
want more of this from Galloway? I mean, we know he can score, but it's crucial he improves his passing.
And it's Indiana's ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. McConnell passes to Turner. Oladipo outside. Six to shoot. Pass to Leaf. Shoots from the corner. Misses off the left iron. Pistons trail by 7. Here's Snell, and he dunks it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Turner finds Warren. Back to Turner. The pass to Warren. Knocks it loose. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Leafs got his second bucket tonight.
Oh, he'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Galloway kicks to Wood. There's the 3. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Galloway.
I like the confidence from the guard. Galloway, he shows no fear in shooting off the pass.
Now, here's McConnell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Outside Warren. Over Morris, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. "11 seconds left to play in the first half. This is to Snell. Offensive rebound with 1 on the clock, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Pacers lead by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks. Tight game tonight, Dwayne. How do you break this thing open in the second half?
Well, number one is we got to make sure we get in a defensive disposition. You know, right now we're kind of trading buckets. We're anticipating, putting them on the foul line. So we got to play from an anticipatory style of defense, whereas we're not reacting to where they have us on our heels.
Case, thanks for your time. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Victor Oladipo putting in some incredible work. He had 16 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 block. The first 2 quarters went very well for him. And Kenny, what'd you think about what we saw from Indiana?
Well, they made a concerted effort to get out on the fast break. Dunks, alley-oops, run the lanes at every opportunity, and it's wearing the defense down.
Shaq, what'd you think about the Pistons?
Well, one thing happened that really helped them out. Their bench came in and played absolutely beautiful. Gave them a huge boost. Not just trying to hold court, but actually putting points on the scoreboard. These guys should be starting, Ernie.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Victor Oladipo in this game, he has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
Yeah, Greg, this game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Rose and Jackson to the backcourt. Griffin is out there with Kennard, and it's Wood in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Detroit right now. Now, here's Oladipo. Blake Griffin pulls it in. Griffin's got his 6th rebound on the night. Rose scanning the floor. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Sabonis.
This is ridiculous. The D has to do better. You just can't whack Jackson on these type of shots. Well, after dealing with some injuries the last few seasons, Kevin, the burst of Reggie Jackson just hasn't been there. However, he's transitioned into more of a spot-up scoring role with the team last season, and he took to it after some time.
The first one falls. And with Jackson, as you said, C-Webb, it took some time for him to adjust to playing off the ball.
Yeah, Kevin, but once the adjustment was made, he looked great. It's never easy making a big change like that, but if you buy into it, it can work well for him and for the team as they have Blake Griffin doing more of the playmaking within the offense.
And Brogdon's got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Shots good by Turner. Turner's got 13 points.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's Rose. Pass to Drummond. Left side, Griffin. Back to Drummond. Outside, Rose. Clock at 2. Kennard's shot is off. Pacers leading by 4. Releases. And the wing jumper offline. And, well, Detroit shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Griffin. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Right around a minute and a half played here in the 3rd quarter. They get a hand on it. Now Sabonis. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Brogdon the pass to Sabonis. Count the basket and the foul. That one on Rose.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint. And you look at per minute production, you can make a strong case that Domantas Sabonis at times has been underutilized. With consistent minutes, he can give you an efficient 20-10 every night.
And Sabonis having to spend some time at the power forward spot in today's game, Greg. He's pretty big for that position.
Yeah, I mean, 6'11", 240. He's gotten leaner, done some yoga, worked on strengthening those hips, looking to stay mobile. And that ought to serve him whichever position he plays.
Oh, well, Kev, you know I always appreciate when a big man can create for others. And Blake Griffin, he's one of the best in the game in that regard. Such a fantastic passer.
Chris, you almost forget just how big Griffin is because of how smoothly he can facilitate for others.
Yeah, Kevin, and I hate when people say he's a good passer for a big man. I mean, what type of caveat is that? He's just a good passer. He has great vision, superb timing, and that's why he's always been near the top in assists for bigs.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Griffin.
I mean, I'm not the first to say it, and I'm sure I won't be the last, but Griffin is one of the most physically gifted players that this game has ever seen. I don't think there's any doubt about that.
That one is no good. And for Blake Griffin, always a great outside shooter for the power forward position, Greg, but he's added range the last few seasons.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Griffin go from a guy who might take 1-3 a game to someone putting up about 6 a night. The results have been there for him as he shoots a respectable rate from beyond.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, in Blake Griffin, the Pistons have their biggest star in years, probably going back to their championship team of 2004. A return to all-star form for Blake meant tremendous individual numbers last season. And the Pistons hadn't won a playoff game in more than a decade. Still not the result they want in 2019. The Pistons will be trying to capitalize during Blake's prime. Kevin, we'll see where this franchise goes from here.
We sure will, David, but he's a terrific player. Thank you so much. Now, here's Brogdon. After the miss from Reggie Jackson, it's Oladipo on the wing. "18 feet out." Detroit with the rebound. Drummond's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Jackson passes to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Oh, wow. Capable of scoring in many different ways. As soon as Griffin catches fire, he's hard to put out.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. Well, you look at the former All-Star Andre Drummond and the way he rebounds, Greg. He might be the best in the league in that department.
I mean, few players in the history of the league can go off for 20-plus rebounds on any given night. Drummond's one of them. Attacks the glass on the offensive end so well. His offensive rebounding, for me, sets him apart.
The Pacers have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. With some arc, and no problem from Brogdon as he finishes at the rim. Brogdon's got 11.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Back to Rose. Pass to Griffin. Oh, that's blocked. They retain possession. Kennard's shot is off. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Here's Rose. On the wing, Jackson. No good from outside.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Pacers leading by 4. Pass to Sabonis. He dishes it to Oladipo. And the pass to Brogdon. Here's the teardrop.
Oh, just the commitment on defense from Drummond is infectious. Just a gigantic guy who is not easy to shoot over.
And it's sent back by Turner. From past the arc. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Rose kicks to Kennard. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. He has 6.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read.
Indiana's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Oladipo, the pass to Turner. Now, here's Brogdon. Passes it to Sabonis. Griffin with the steal. For the tie, feeds it to Jackson. Here's Drummond. The kick out to Rose for the lead. Pistons working now with the new shot clock. Drummond dishes to Griffin. Over Sabonis. That shot by Griffin, no good. Indiana leading. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. Markieff Morris is checked in for the Pistons. And the Pacers also making a change. McDermott's checked in. And so here is Indiana. Now, here's Oladipo. He's got 18. Back to Brogdon. Launches a 3. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Kennard. Guarded by Oladipo. And it's sent back by Turner. Here's McDermott. Here's Brogdon. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. 3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. And the first one drops. And the Pistons making a change here. Doomboy is checked in. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for the Pacers. T.J. McConnell comes in for Victor Oladipo. Brogdon hits them both. Pistons trail by 4. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Drummond. Back to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Shot from 16 and off the front iron, and in it goes. Kennard's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And he's not going to pass up that one. And trust me, he shouldn't. He's solid from that in-between.
Pass to Warren. Gets the bucket and the foul. Andre Drummond picks one up.
And a coach that players love is Dwayne Casey. Very vet-friendly, sticks up for his guys in every post-game interview.
Yeah, Casey is very measured in his approach. He can be a bit slow to change at times, but his players appreciate the consistency.
Tony Snell's checked in for the Pistons. Langston Galloway comes in for Reggie Jackson. Here's Galloway. Morris, left side, shoots. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Morris has got his 2nd bucket.
Morris is excellent at cashing in on the catch and shoot. I mean, he's terrific at firing off the pass.
McConnell kicks to Warren. The shot, no good. And the Pistons now going the other way. Here's Snell, guarded by Holiday. The pass to Doumbouya. Here's Galloway. Here's Snell. 6 points for him. The story of rebounding. Now a look at the league's best players on the boards. 3rd is Andre Drummond.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Christian Woods checked in for Drummond, and Derrick Rose is subbed in for Langston Galloway. And so Snell nails both of them. And here are the Pacers now. They lead by 1. Next step for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team. And Warren, here we go. It's deflected. Now, here's Doumbouya. He's tightly guarded for the lead. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's a call. It's on Indiana with the foul.
And Rose always been one of the best at getting to the line. The D has to avoid fouling in those situations.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
And for Derrick Rose, the question will be how much of his MVP level of play from 2011 can he recover? You'd love to see him return to that form.
Now, here's McConnell. He's still scoreless so far in this one. He feeds it to McDermott. It's tipped. Here's Snell. No good on that one. Good D by Holiday. McConnell with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. On the wing, Holiday. Rebounded by Snell.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Outside Holiday. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Holiday's got his second basket of the night. Rose with the ball. He's got 6. Toomboya can't get it to go.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
Warren against Morris. Shoots from 12. Here's Leaf. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Straight up effort gets him those points. That's what it's all about on the offensive glass.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And when he's gotten himself to the line this season, he's come through right around 74% of the time.
Kennard, he's checked in for Detroit. Brogdon, he's checked in for the Pacers. The free throw drops for Leaf.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Passes it to Kennard. Now, Toomboya. He's guarded by Brogdon. Toomboya can't get it to go. And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, he'll head to the line for 2. The free throw drops for Leaf. And so he makes both from the line. So it's the Pistons now.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Rose passes to Kennard. 1:46 left in the third quarter. And here's McConnell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Kennard, the pass to Wood. Over McDermott, looking to end the run. Morris trying to free himself up. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Wood. Now, here's McConnell. He's guarded closely. Shot clock at 6. The 11-footer, and there are the Pacers with another bucket. There's 53 seconds left to play in the third. Rose against Brogdon. Here's Kennard. 8 points for him. Wood passes to Toomboya. And the jam by Toomboya.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Pacers leading by 6. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Warren. Over Morris. And the shot by Warren, no good.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Oh, man, awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
But how about the heart on display here tonight from Rose? Just flawless in his attack at the rim. Boy, it's tough to match his quickness.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Indiana out in front, up 6. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's listen in on what Nate McMillan had to say to his team.
We missed a couple early shots, all right, but we're getting them, all right? Keep rebounding and running. Keep rebounding and running. Stay physical on the defensive end of the floor.
You can tell that he's happy with the shots, trying to inspire his guys, Greg, to stay after it.
And they should do just that. Coach is confident that the offense will come around.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Pacers, Leaf is out there with McDermott. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then it's T.J. Warren. And it's McConnell in at the two-guard spot. McDermott can't get it to go.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. It's a good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Here's Kennard. Pass to Morris. Shoots over McDermott. Count that one. The Indiana lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Morris.
Morris is such a gifted scorer in the paint. He utilizes both his height and weight to get deep inside.
And Brogdon has got the ball here for Indiana. That one goes. Count it.
He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
For the Pistons, Blake Griffin. He's checked in for Markieff Morris. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Doumbouya. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for T.J. Leaf. Sabonis comes in for Doug McDermott. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Warren. And it's Oladipo in for T.J. McConnell. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, Dwayne Casey just going over the game plan with his team down the stretch. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
The pass to Oladipo. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
And you hear it all the time about how they say reaching the top can be the easy part. It's the staying there that's the true challenge. And Victor Oladipo achieved stardom, but has to make his way back after his knee injury in early 2019.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. And Oladipo had already dealt with soreness in that right knee, and you talked about that, missing about a month earlier in the season.
And some suggested he came back too soon. Hindsight always 20/20, and players want to be out there to help win games. Sometimes teams have to protect them from themselves.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Jackson from long range.
Not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just one in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Passes it to Oladipo. Back to Brogdon. Clock at 6. And a wide open look for Lamb. Kept alive by Indiana. Shots good by Turner.
I mean, he is just demoralizing his opponent right now on the backboard. They didn't want anything to do with him on that possession. Almost like they were just giving up on the play.
And he's been doing this for a few games in a row now. We're looking at one of the hottest players in the league.
Jackson has the open look. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Wow, his first triple of the second half gives him 2 on the night. He's not making much of an impact from deep.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Up top, Brogdon. He's covered by Rose. Shoots from 12. Rebounded by the Pistons. Griffin's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Rose attacking. Indiana's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Brogdon the pass to Turner. Rebounded by the Pistons. Wood's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Brogdon against Rose. In the corner, Kennard with it. And Brogdon with a clear path to the rack. And the basket is good. Brogdon's got 10 points here in the second half.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Pacers. From 13, yep, that one goes in there. Brogdon's got 21.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Rose passes to Griffin. Pass to Kennard. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. A wide open look here for Oladipo. A three-pointer off the mark. Pistons trail by 4. And Griffin, here we go. And Griffin slams it in.
Using his speed to his advantage, Griffin, once again, he has the momentum to make sure. He's going to dunk it home with 4.
For Indiana, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Bounce pass from Brogdon. Sabonis with the bucket.
Yeah, and right when you thought that shot was leaving his hands, he reinvents it.
The Pistons have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Rose kicks to Kennard. Pass to Wood. To the right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Rose. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Drummond's checked in for Christian Wood. Brogdon the pass to Sabonis. Oladipo outside. Back to Sabonis. He kicks to Oladipo. Detroit with the rebound. Here's Kennard. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Indiana leading. Now Brogdon. Good D by Drummond. For Detroit, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Rose passes to Griffin. Over Sabonis. And Griffin with the score. The assist by Rose. Griffin's got the game tied up here for Detroit. Indiana's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's Oladipo. Griffin with some nice D.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Shot's good by Kennard.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Now, here's Brogdon. That shot, no good. And it's Detroit the other way. Jackson passes to Griffin.
An absolute behemoth inside. Griffin excels at using his size and athleticism to draw the foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Blake Griffin hits them both.
And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half. Doing a great job at the line.
Timeout, timeout.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes, a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Blake Griffin.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
Oladipo against Jackson. Here's Brogdon. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Christian Woods checked in for Detroit. He's off on the first, and the Pistons making a change here. Morris is checked in. He hits the second from the line. Rose with the ball. There's the pass to Griffin. Jackson in the corner. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Griffin's got his third assist on the night.
And the three-pointers is becoming a weapon for him now. You can see it. I mean, this is the second of this half. Third overall.
Outside, Lamb. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Morris. An even 3-on-3 break. The second chance effort. Griffin kicks to Kennard. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Oladipo's running. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
If his performance this quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's going to let them out of the hole.
Kennard, the pass to Rose. And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That will be foul number 5 on him. Pacers trail by 6. Pass to Sabonis. Griffin with the steal. Here's Kennard. Covered by Lamb. Some solid defense there from Lamb.
And really, they've rebounded well all game long.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
Detroit leading by 3. And here's Rose. Outside Jackson. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Turner.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Brogdon the pass to Sabonis. Here's Turner. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Turner.
Wrong guy to put on the line in a close game. You know he's not going to miss.
Jackson down low. Guarded by Oladipo. Kennard kicks to Rose. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 15 rebounds here tonight. This possession gives them a chance to take the lead.
Yeah, they don't want to let this one slip away.
Oladipo dishes to Turner. Shot clock at 6. Back to Brogdon. The offensive rebound. And slam dunk by Sabonis. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Outside Jackson. Here's Kennard. Guarded by Oladipo. Lets it go from 14. And another shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
He plays with such rabid intensity. You love how hard Griffin goes at it. He's skilled at drawing the contact.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that ties the game up.
And the chance to take the lead gets away because of the miss.
Here's Oladipo. Another shot. Here's Sabonis. Count the basket. Sabonis has got 6 in the quarter.
They get exactly the matchup they want inside. And it gives them the biggest bucket of the game.
Rose against Brogdon. Outside Griffin. .50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Jackson. And again, it's the Pistons missing. So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time for your stars to shine.
His effort level is there. You can't blame him on that. He's working to get good shots. It's just not connected.
Rose passes to Jackson. The rebound by Turner.
He hasn't been able to find any kind of groove this quarter. I mean, it seems like he's been running on fumes since halftime.
Now the Pacers with it. They're on a 9-1 run right now. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Now a timeout called by Detroit. They trail by 3. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, they have a little time to work with. The most important thing is to make whatever you take.
Here's Rose. Good. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a 3-point attempt.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They're down by 3. 15 seconds left in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, they have a little time to work with. The most important thing is to make whatever you take.
Pass to Jackson. From deep 3-point range. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Victor, you guys have been pushing the tempo, looking to get out and run, and it's working. Has that been a focus of late?
We figured out that we got to play fast and we got to play high tempo no matter what happens, and we got to stay together. So we got to just continue to keep working.
Well, you certainly hit them first tonight, Victor. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.